Len Harvey wasn't just born to fight. He was born to rise. From a small village in Cornwall, a boy with fire in his heart stepped into the ring at just 12. Barely a teenager, already a flyweight, already hungry. By 18, he wasn't chasing dreams. He was chasing titles. The British welterweight crown stood in front of him, and on that April night in 1926, he went toe-to-toe with Harry Mason. They battled to a draw, but Harvey left the ring knowing one thing: his time was coming. 2 years later it did. May 16th, 1929, middleweight division. His opponent, Alex Ireland. The bell rang, and by the 7th round, Harvey unleashed a storm. Ireland hit the canvas. The crowd roared. Len Harvey, British champion. He defended that title 6 times between 1929 and 1933, each fight proving the same truth. Harvey didn't just fight men, he fought limits. Then came the world stage. Marcel Phil of France. The judges gave it to Phil, but everyone watching knew. It was close, too close. Harvey may have lost on points, but his name had already made its mark across the boxing world. That was Len Harvey, a fighter born from Cornwall soil. A man who climbed through divisions, through doubt, through everything, just to keep swinging. April 10th, 1933. The champion faced Jock McAvoy. 2 warriors, 1 crown. This time, Harvey fell short. Defeat hit hard, but he didn't hide from it. He went straight back to work. 2 months later, he was back under the lights, facing Eddie Phillips. 12 rounds of grit, no knockouts, no excuses. Harvey's hand was raised. The new British light heavyweight champion was back on top, but he wasn't done climbing. On November 30th, 1933, he stood across from the unbeaten Jack Peterson. Young, strong, fearless. The crowd expected a war. Harvey gave them one. When it was over, Peterson's perfect record was gone, and Harvey had captured the British heavyweight crown. Then came Larry Gaines of Canada, the Empire champion. Harvey met him head-on and took that title too. 1 man, 3 divisions, all conquered. But in a rematch with Peterson, fate turned cruel. Cuts ended the fight in the 12th. Both titles slipped away. Still, Harvey never stayed down. In 1936, he went for the world title against John Henry Lewis. He lost on points, but fought with the heart of a man who refused to fade. Not long after, he met Eddie Phillips again, and this time, he regained the British heavyweight title, even if by disqualification. That same year, he stepped off the canvas and onto the big screen, starring in Excuse My Glove. But boxing was still in his blood. When John Henry Lewis retired in 1938, the world still had a crown without a king. July 10th, 1939, Haringey Arena. Across from him once again, Jock McAvoy. The bell rang. Round after round, Harvey's timing, skill, and willpower ruled the night. When the decision came, it was clear Len Harvey had reclaimed his throne. A boy from Cornwall who started at flyweight, now recognized among the world's best. Even in service, boxing never fully left him. In 1942, they convinced him to defend his titles one last time, against a young, rising force named Freddie Mills. June 20th, 1942. Harvey was 35, a veteran of more than 100 fights. Mills was hungry, fast, dangerous. The bell rang, and in just 2 rounds, Harvey was caught, knocked out cold for the first and only time in his long, remarkable career. That night, the great Len Harvey laid down his gloves. When it was all counted, his record stood tall: 146 fights, 122 wins, 10 draws, 14 losses. But Harvey always smiled and claimed he'd fought over 400 times, counting the old fairground bouts that toughened his spirit. His battles with Jock McAvoy became part of British boxing legend. 4 fights, 3 wins, 1 loss. Each a story of pride, pain, and power. Years later, life slowed down. He settled in Plymouth, where one quiet evening in 1976, he told his wife he wasn't feeling well. Moments later, the fighter's heart gave out, peacefully, at home. In 2008, his name finally took its rightful place among the immortals in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Len Harvey, the boy from Cornwall who fought the world, and left it with his name written in gold. That was Len Harvey. Every fall, every rise, carved into British boxing history. He fought through eras, through divisions, through through wars. He stood tall against names bigger, younger, faster, and still carve his own story into the heart of British boxing. A fighter, a soldier, a gentleman to the end. Len Harvey didn't just fight for titles. He fought for pride, for country, for the love of the fight itself. And though the gloves came off long ago, his story still swings through time, reminding every fighter out there, greatness isn't born, it's built, one punch at a time.